Saraphina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
I had a visual. He's proud of it. Hello.
Good morning.
I'm so excited to have you on the show, but also someone to play with today.
It's been a minute. I'm
I know.
excited to be back.
Right? So we had our ladies who lunch today. Everybody, good morning. Saraphina Churchill has joined us on the show. If you've never seen her before, Images by Saraphina. She's a marketing phenom. We love her to pieces. And anytime I have marketing questions, I consult you.
That's my job. It's fine.
And she goes beyond marketing questions, but I'm always like, what do I do with my life? She's very helpful.
This is, if you take me out to lunch, you can have help too.
If you need her, that's what she's here for.
Ta-da.
I know. So tell everybody what it is that you do. And this time of year gets a little stressy for people.
It's definitely bizarre. Okay, so my business, Images by Saraphina, I provide some photography services, but mostly it's graphic design services for small businesses who don't have an in-house art department. I can be your art department. We create things for your brand, your marketing, your advertising, whatever sort of visual pieces you need to help move your mission forward. That's what we do. And this time of year is really fun for me just because this is the time of year where everyone goes like frantic and they're like, I don't know, I'm trying to deal with like end of year this or bonuses or family time. And I really need all new marketing pieces right now? No. Believe it or not.
Take a deep breath. What's up, Matt?
It's okay. There's something called evergreen content, and that can be utilized during especially things that are annual, like any sort of holiday, including the current holidays. Big companies do it, so there's really no reason why small companies can't do it. And I like evergreen like Christmas tree, although I mean this time of year, yes, evergreen like Christmas tree, but also they can be utilized at things like 4th of July, Mother's Day. If you've made stuff that's worked in the past, you can recycle it.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Take a break. And some great examples, especially this time of year, I really love, and at this point it's a nostalgia point. It's almost like, oh, it's finally Christmas because the Hershey's commercial with the little Hershey Kisses are like set up like a Christmas tree, and they're animated to start dinging like their bells, and it's the carol of the bells.
And we've seen it and we know it and we still love it. But when we hear it, it's now become part of our traditions, right?
And guess what? Hershey doesn't make a new Christmas commercial every year.
No.
They've been riding that wave for like 30, 40 years. So like if Hershey's can do it, so can you.
I appreciate that. So sometimes we need to like realize that this machine that's churning all of the time gotta be new, gotta be current, gotta be fresh. Doesn't have to always be that craziness.
When you've got a new thing to say, for sure, get it done. Make something new. But if you're just wishing someone a happy holiday,
yeah, there's
so many great examples.
What's up, Ryan? Cindy G. Oh, that's my girl.
Oh, good morning. I know that one.
Right? Cindy's wild.
Everyone knows Cindy.
I know. I hope to see you later on this evening. We've got our company party tonight at Knockabout. And then we've got an ugly sweater party. So if you want to come and jam out with us from 7 to 9, Curtis is going to be there DJing on the ones and twos. A little dance party. Yeah, right.
I'll be there early because I'm old.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like all of us are that way.
I'm old. I'm going to go early and leave early.
Yeah. That's the way to go. That's how we do things. We've got a little holiday man over here visiting us.
Oh,
good morning.
Hello, RTB.
How are you, Saraphina?
Hey, I can barely hear you, but hi. Good morning.
Oh, is my mic loud enough? Do I have to? I don't know how to.
You're fine.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just gonna turn her up a little because her headphones.
Oh, okay.
But now you get the extra.
It's okay. I like you. It's
now.
fine.
There we go.
Hi, RTV.
It's a little close.
All right, I'll back it up a little. God.
Thank you. You know, we don't need to see the pores.
I can appreciate that.
What's going on? What's your Boston Christmas looking like right now?
Oh, wow. Well, the sour braten meat is marinating, flipping it every 12 hours.
Ooh.
I can't wait for that. It's a new Christmas Eve tradition that I do. It'll be dinner for one in Rocco, which is fine.
Womp womp.
I cannot not make it, and that wasn't a petty party. No, it's fine. just it's a year of changes, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm looking forward to next year. That's for sure.
Well, I know you got a couple of cute decorations. I feel like I love Christmas in the city a little bit, just to visit and then leave.
Yeah, that's fair. It's beautiful, but I don't want to live there.
Yeah, but
Well, and
don't expect to not wait in lines. That's for sure. There's so many
Well-
Christmas markets, and the one that's taking hours is the Seaport one, which Susan and I tried to go to, and we were like, no, we'll just go get some beers and then go home.
I burst out laughing because there is a TikToker that always mocks some Boston stuff. And I don't know whether he's a real estate agent or what he does in his real life, but he's like, don't come to Seaport. And then he was like, if you want to buy $45 things, and he like zooms in on like the saddest little picture frame that looks like somebody just took it from the dollar store and recycled it or whatever for $45, or waiting in lines, or it just wasn't, it was actually funny. It made me laugh. Our Christmas market was nothing like that. Nothing.
No. Beautiful stuff.
Right. Sandy, Mary, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us all. And we're in the holiday season here. RTB is joining us from Boston. He'll be at our Christmas party later today.
We get to meet in the reels.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what am I supposed to? Am I supposed to wear the sweater when I arrive, or is that for later in the evening?
No, just wear your ugly sweater. We're all just wearing ugly sweaters or festive attire.
Festive attire. Okay.
Whatever it is, your version of festive attire. This is open to a large interpretation.
Well, you know,
I'm already
Sometimes that
in my
keeps you
festive
out in
attire,
public.
so get what you get. I'm not changing.
It is. RTB, we're gonna bop in with you a little bit later and check in. Because
Sure.
It's like we'll talk to you in a little bit. I miss you. I love you.
all right. Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Get the Broughton. Bye. This time of year, I get really excited, but also it stresses me out big time. By the way, I'm having my birthday in Canada for Boxing Day. I've never ever.
I'm so excited. You're gonna have, first of all, snowy Christmas.
Yeah, I think
And then
so.
you get to like bop around a new country for your birthday. That sounds great.
Yeah, we're not going to be there long. It's just a quick little trip, but I wanted to do something with the kids and just be out of my element. I don't know. I get a little weepy now that the kids are all big.
Oh, you have like empty nest
A little.
wishing for the littles at Christmas time.
Yeah, kind of. I was watching a couple interactions, and yeah, one kid was having an absolute meltdown in the store, and I was like, that's the part I don't miss. But then you see like all the cute stuff where they see Santa for the first time, or just get really excited about all of the lights, and I'm like, oh, I miss that part.
So you just got to get in touch with your inner child.
Yes.
Because see, I don't have kids. So for me, Christmas is like, I pretend I'm the kid. And I'm like, ooh, Christmas lights.
We like this very much. Lauren, I cannot wait to see you. Come on, you can make any sweater ugly. Ryan.
Rude.
Poor thing. Be nice to yourself. It's that time of year. Our question of the day today. What major news story do you remember hearing as a kid? Like the first one that you remember?
Baby Jessica.
It was Baby Jessica?
Probably. Oh, well, yes. That's the first one I really actually remember, where I remember details.
Yeah.
I remember Challenger, but I barely remember Challenger. So
Oh,
that's
I
not the first thing that
definitely-
comes to mind.
And I didn't hear about it. We all watched it. We were like at school.
Yeah,
And we were like,
same,
okay,
but,
we're
like,
shutting off the TV.
I think I blacked it out. I think it was like trauma.
I was like, how much do you just sit in the auditorium and watch Trauma together? This is what we did. Okay, we're shutting it off. Assembly over. I'm
With-
like, wait a minute.
With zero follow-up.
What
They didn't like
happened?
address that
no,
at all.
none. These are the things. Go home to your parents.
Good luck to you.
There were no emails home because that wasn't invented
No, that
yet.
wasn't a thing yet. Yeah. It's like
We all just witnessed group trauma. We're going to be fine,
parents were just like, yeah, don't worry about it. But Baby Jessica was a little later. And I remember that really clearly.
right? Yeah, totally. Hey, John Taylor, is it nice and warm in the desert? Because it's not warm here.
Do you put Christmas lights on cactuses? What do you do?
I'm very curious. You've been sharing some fun stuff over in Palm Beach, and he works for K-Gay over there. And I absolutely adore watching your videos. Please share more of them because I'm a little bit jealous this time of year, especially when it's nice and warm where you are and you're not suffering like we are over here in New England. John used to be on Cool 102 and we used to have like our
Okay.
morning complaint club. I loved it.
You're anti-cold.
Yeah. I'm not anti-cold. I need it to live, but I need like a middle of the ground. Like I need 30 to 65 is where I thrive.
Oh, I'm with you. Yes. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I don't like it going over 75 ever, and I don't like it going under 30.
Is there a space in which that works for anybody? What state is that I need to retire in? 30 to 65. Where do I live there? Is it another country? Where do I go?
It's probably is another country.
What's for me? This is what I want to know. 'Tis the season of also some white elephants. I have one that's coming up today, and I really don't know what to bring. Should I bring a gag gift or should I bring a real one?
Always funny. Because here's the thing. Funny doesn't disappoint anyone.
That's true.
Funny's going to be a good time, even if it's terrible. That makes it funnier. But if you go for the authentic, like thoughtful, and then you fail.
I think I'm just going to bring a gift card because I'm new to this group.
All right.
And it's kind of like a more serious business lady group. And I don't want to like roll up with a toilet seat that I bought at Home Depot for $25.
Right.
That would be fun.
Maybe not that, but like a slinky or something silly. Like,
and I love that, Ryan. We're not suffering. We're durable. I appreciate that.
Oh, I like that.
We're durable.
Yoink.
Right? Thank you.
Keeping that one.
That is something that we all need to be reminded of. We can function. I canceled the day yesterday because I just wasn't feeling great. I'm still like dealing with this like just head coldy thing that I've been like pumping vitamin C into my body that just decided to arrive yesterday. And I was like, I'm not getting sick for the holidays.
Powering through until January 2nd.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it. I've refused it thus far. Both of my boys went down for like a solid 2 weeks of illness, and I was like not having it. And I was the entire time like this, hitting up all of my vitamins.
Garlic and wooden crosses. Stay away.
100%. So one of our grant writers, Alicia, she's a PhD and statistician. Her husband is a ER surgeon. And she was like, have you ever heard of the Hunyon?
The what now?
And I said, what? She said, the Hunyon. You got to try it. You hollow out an onion and you fill it with honey. And then you leave it for 24 hours. And then you drink it.
Oh, but this is like a home remedy thing?
This supposedly is good for all of this junk that we have going on.
I've not heard of that specifically, but that tracks. Like, I feel like that's in all of the home remedies for it sounds disgusting, but it's going to work. Medicine shouldn't taste good. Like home remedy crap. And it's like onions and garlic and honey. Oh my, it's just terrible.
Our TB is at an inexpensive neck massager.
Oh, that's funny.
Hi guys, we're new to the group. Here you go. What's up, Donna? Hey, Tara. Thanks for joining us. So I made this Hunyon.
Did it?
It's upstairs. I haven't thought about drinking it yet. It's supposedly like cough medicine. But I was like, am I gonna stink like an onion all day?
No, the honey's gonna cancel that out.
Is my breath gonna be like that? It's gonna sit there all Hi, welcome to my Christmas party. How are you?
Holidays.
I never noticed Stephanie smelled so bad.
That's why she's on the radio.
So I have my Hunyon recipe upstairs, and I don't know. If it works, Alicia, I'm going to say, okay, fine. You win.
I bet you it works. I guarantee it works.
I'm sure it does. Either way, anybody else out there ever try some good home remedies this time of year that you swear by? I had a cough that wouldn't go away, and my mom made it. It works.
See, we do like you take lemons and garlic and onion, and you boil it down like so. You make like a thick soup vibe like
sludge.
Thing. It's not tasty, and then you but you put cayenne and honey in it and drink it like it's tea. And it's a lot, but I swear the next day you feel better.
All right. I'm down for whatever.
So it's got the vitamin C, and I don't know, the cayenne just sort of kicks everything's on the way down, and the honey soothes the cayenne, and it works.
Yeah, we have no time for illness this time of year. There's so many things going on, fun parties, good get-togethers. I saw that Arnold Schwarzenegger is working on a new movie.
Everybody's got to get paid.
It's a Christmas movie, The Man with the Bag. He hasn't had a movie in 5 years.
But like he's been working. He just hasn't done a movie.
What does he do?
He was on that Netflix special with Fortune Femster, which the name of it is escaping me, but it's hysterical. And he plays like a spy, of course, and they go on these crazy adventures. It was on Netflix within the last couple of years.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to check that out because I really do enjoy her. I saw her.
Fortune Femster is fantastic.
Yeah, she's got a new stand-up out there right now, and it's very funny. And she got married, and she was just talking about being gay and going to a country her wife booked them for that hates gay people. She's like, we're taking separate beds, separate rooms.
We're just friends. We're just like in college, just my friend, my roommate. Like, just really good friends.
It is a great hour of stand-up. I very much enjoyed it. I got to shout out to our friends over at Paperback Comedy. AJ's got a comedy show. He sent me some tickets tomorrow.
Nice.
But I'm debating if I'm going to go or not because I've got a big day planned tomorrow.
What's your big day tomorrow?
What is that Scottish thing that I'm going to do?
Herkel Durkle. Everyone needs to know about Herkel Durkle. It is the best. It's staying in bed, being fully awake, but not leaving your bed. Just hanging out. Maybe you're reading, maybe you're playing on your phone, maybe you're just staring at the ceiling, wondering about the great abyss that is life. Doesn't matter. You're in bed doing it.
I have had full weekends for the last month. Like I'm talking full, like sunrise to sunset and then beyond. And I have finally a day where I'm going to Herkel Durkle.
It's self-care.
So help me God, I'm Herkel Durkling.
A good Herkel Durkle will do you good.
So don't ask me for things. Just don't. I'm going to sit there and do my little bed rot thing.
Every once in a while, man, it just resets the world. It feels so good. You just stay in bed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I saw that we've got 7 Christmas travel tips for stress-free festive seasons. Now, we are deciding to travel on Christmas Eve, which is rather stupid of us, but we're doing it regardless.
Hey, the big man does it every year. You'll be fine.
But also, I'm not in a rush.
Okay.
Like we're not.
Oh, yeah. You're not trying to get to Christmas morning by this time with these people.
Right.
That's good.
It's not a thing where I'm going to like, oh, okay, this is going to take me an extra 20 minutes. So be it then.
Okay.
I don't have plans.
You'll be the only person in that space.
Probably.
So everyone else around you will drive you insane.
I don't know. I think I'm going to just calmly take in the chaos. I don't know if my husband's able to do that, but it's going to be one of those things. We travel really well together as a family. My husband, my daughter, my son, and I, we really do. There's a lot of bickering involved, but usually when we get where we get, we have a really good time and we laugh about it.
It's all content, right? You just take notes during the experience. Come back, tell us all about it. It'll be fine.
I would be nothing without my family and their content that they have brought to me for the last 30 years. I very much thank them all for it. The big ones don't love it as much, which is why I leave them alone now and I don't talk about them as much. Although some people are like, wait a minute, you have 5? I'm like, yeah, I leave the big ones alone. They hate us.
They're over it.
My soapbox was larger then. They're like scarred for life over it. So I let them live their quiet little lives. The little ones, they're into it.
Great.
They're a social media space and they're like, they let me.
That's what it is.
But they also let me know what is for conversation and what is not for conversation because they know that everything is open for conversation with me.
So they set that boundary.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So I'm thankful for that. These little ones have taught me lessons and they're not little anymore anyway. They're teenagers.
Still.
Well, as I was having this conversation with my husband and he's like, no, we can't book this hotel. It says no kids. What do you mean no kids?
They mean like toddlers.
100%. It was like no cribs, low windows. I'm like, our kids aren't babies. They're not kids. And technically she's 18. She is an adult. Even though she's not an adult.
Legally.
Correct. In the eyes of the world around us, she is an adult. In other countries, very much an adult. Here, I'm still getting the emails for her FAFSAs. So I'm like, oh God, that again.
Listen, I still get those emails. I'm in my 40s. That's fine.
You're still paying off your student loans, right?
Yes, I am.
Maybe that's something to have a conversation about just for a hot minute as we're coming into January and people are thinking, new year, new you, new things. Guess what? You can go to a community college and guess what? It is free. Start checking it out. I'm telling you what.
No one cares where I went to school. I was convinced I will go. Well, so first of all, for me, I went back to school. It's his second career, which is why I'm still paying off that student loan.
Mhm.
But because I was going back older, wiser, my dollars, I was like, I'll go to a private school. Like I was still believing that the where you went to school would matter, not the education that you got there. I was wrong. It doesn't. No one cares where you went to school. I'm telling you, no one cares. Go somewhere where you'll just get a good education for a reasonable price.
I think that's finally coming around for a real discussion.
Oh
People are
my
understanding.
God, nobody cares where I went to school.
Well, and also the cost is different now. It is exponentially ridiculous. Like, it's just, okay, do I want to be in debt for the rest of my
You really don't.
breathing life?
You really don't.
Or do I want to buy a home? Probably still can't do that either. It's not great out there for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Jesse, so good to see your face. I was pumped to see you in the parade the other day. Shout out to everybody that made it out to the Mashpee parade, this season of illumination. I'm so glad it's over.
But it's always so beautiful.
I'm going to have to send out a survey, though, because the size of the floats were rather large. It was long, it was arduous, and we have some planning to do for our 2025 season.
Do you maybe because of freezing temperatures?
I
shrink.
I think we just need to make the parade a little smaller and float sizes a little smaller,
so they take less time to go by.
Well, making those little turns just were not great when you're in a massive, a massive drive. Think about a massive Mack truck driving through the Mashpee Commons. It was
so pickup trucks rather than 18-wheelers.
Correct.
Okay.
It was like go big or go home, and they just got bigger and bigger, and I was like, what? How is that gonna get through here?
Smart cars. Switch to smart cars. Everyone uses like Fiats and Mini Coopers, and
that would be fun. It's like a little Matchbox car parade. I'm down for that. What's up, Gretchen? It was so good to see you. Ed, hi. Thanks for joining us on the show. We've got Saraphina Churchill from Images by Saraphina, and she was just talking a little bit about wearing her marketing hat and recycling a little bit.
Yes, always. If you can reuse stuff, do it. I mean, I know that means I just told you not to hire me every single week, which is fine because honestly, you're just going to make yourself insane if you feel like you have to pump out new content, new marketing pieces, whether that's for your socials or even for your direct marketing, your mailers, your newsletters, whatever. You can reuse stuff because A, not everyone saw it the first time. B, they're going to forget. And it's a good reminder when they see it again. And C, if the giant juggernaut companies are out there doing it, there's really no reason why our smaller local companies can't do it. Like the M&M commercial where the M&Ms are walking through and they're sneaking and it's Christmas Eve and then they run into Santa Claus. And then they both Santa Claus stops and is like, they exist, and faints. And then the M&Ms, he does exist, and they faint. Like, how many times have you seen that commercial? It's every year for at least.
And you still like it.
15, 20 years. Like that commercial's been around for a while. So if M&M can recycle their content,
right,
so can you. Like, you don't need to redo new things just to stay current for every holiday. You just don't.
The biggest complaint that I get from some of our business people and friends, and especially the older ones, the olds as they've dubbed themselves, is I can't do social media. You can.
I get that. And there are great companies you can hire to have managed them for you. If you're like, I know that this would help my business, but I just don't. And if you don't have someone on staff who logically could step into that role for you, there's some great agencies that you can hire to have them manage your socials for you.
And I think for 2025, we're getting back to basics. I just read a great article that it was like, we're over being blonde. We're over being extra. We're over spending those extra dollars. We're kind of really focusing in on what the bare minimums of things that we need to do. And I particularly believe that in social media space, the more genuine you are about things, you don't have to be a professional at Canva. You don't have to be a professional to get some content out, mix in that pretty content that you've got already. But I feel like the more genuine you are to your business and yourself, the more likable you are. There's so much fake junk out there.
As soon as it looks like someone sent this to a production agency and it's just like this weekend special, like I don't believe you anymore. Like,
right.
So yeah, when it's flash in the pan, easy peasy, it's in, it's out, it's not your evergreen content, like go ahead and do something simple.
Yeah,
Give yourself some grace and a break.
I know. And
And
just
I'm
connect to
telling
your
you that, like, I
people.
don't have time for that. Like, like I whip up quick and easy stuff for my own business sometimes. I mean, it's just there's no need to go insane.
But the way that you create, you're already basically in June. Like,
Well, that's true too. I am a super planner for like professionally. Christmas is way over.
Right.
Like, I'm just enjoying it for my own self now. But
Yeah.
we're already talking like I'm already looking at Valentine's and St. Pat's. So like whatever.
I know. Lauren says, I just find that there's never enough time in the day. I really don't.
No, and so don't prioritize. I guess that's my thing every year. Is I always look at like, how did I utilize my time? Did I utilize it properly? Where do I need help? What should I be outsourcing, or what should I be more concentrated on? What can I totally let go of? Like, I just completely let go of TikTok. I don't need that.
Right. I know. It's just
It's not-
there.
My customers aren't there. I don't have the time or the expertise there. It's a time suck. Like, so I let go of that for me. Like, that's what made sense for me. I just was like, I took it right off my phone. I stopped utilizing it. I undid my account. Like, I don't need
Never in my life have I suffered from any sort of attention issue. I've always been able to kind of focus and drill in. But since the dawning of 47,000 social medias, and now I've now lost half a day to watching all of these reels, and I'm like, what was I doing again? What task was I in the middle of?
And you have to go backwards, right? You have to like, okay, click back. What was the search? What did I do here? How did I end up in this rabbit hole? Like, yeah, same. I was never that person before.
RTB is the king of tabs. How many tabs do you have open right now?
I hate that.
How many tabs?
5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 tabs, but 2 windows. The other.
Listen.
Oh, wait. That's only on my computer. You were asking what's on.
Oh my God, stop. He's
phone?
got multiple devices.
All right, Saraphina, you're gonna pass out. I have 494 tabs.
Shut up. No, unacceptable. You don't have to. That's more than a year. Like,
I have everything from things I'm interested in, property evaluations, and obituaries.
no.
I lasted. I beat you.
How do you sleep at night? That would make me insane. No, I 2 tabs max. And one is my inbox, and then the other tab is what I'm doing.
There is.
No.
You two are the absolute stellar opposite of each other when it comes to stuff.
Oh my God. And I have 2 screens. Like, I've got my computer and I have a second screen. And then like the second screen is my inbox and the one internet tab. And then the computer is doing whatever I'm actually doing. Like, that's running InDesign or running the program. But like, I got 2 screens and I've got 3 things max going.
Lauren wants an accurate count one more time. She said, how many? How many?
494 on my phone. 494.
Gretchen says that it would give me so much anxiety. I do not have that many emails in my email box.
Yeah.
How many? Well, there's the thing. How many unread emails do you have, and how many email addresses do you have?
Okay, wait. I have.
That's true.
I have 2 email addresses.
4, 5.
I currently have. I have 46 unread emails.
Okay.
So you're right. That's a lot. I didn't even look at it today.
All right.
But I have 8 different email addresses.
Oh, see, I only have 2.
Yeah. Well, I have businesses, the nonprofit,
Are you ready for my
my
numbers?
job.
Right. I've got the business and I got a personal one. That's it. I only have 2.
I have 5 email addresses, and I have 21,539 unread emails.
How do you know that you didn't miss something important?
She's gonna have a heart attack right there.
That's right. I know. Your mic is low. I love you. Lauren's swearing at you, so I'll bob back in with you in a little bit, but I can't. Ed, 3 unread emails. Happy birthday, Lauren. I have 7 tabs on my phone currently. That's not bad. 296 text messages and 51
I
phone
have
calls.
no tabs on my phone. No tabs on the phone. Oh my God.
I have also been guilty of letting them stack up just a little bit. It's not been good. I've let it get way out of control. So this is what my plan is for like the next couple of weeks, is to really get organized. Physically, I've gotten organized in the house. Thankfully, we've got the Farmers market is over. I can sort of take stock of what we got and start planning for 2025 and what it's going to look like in June. We're talking about branching that. So I'm trying to get all of the stuff into the farmers market vehicle, which it has now become the camper.
I know. I love it. I pulled up this morning and it was like, it said like Mashpee and then it was like lemonade. And I was like, and it's this giant yellow beast. I love it.
Yeah, you're not missing it. No drones. Don't have to worry about that. They'll find us no matter what.
It's fantastic.
It was a very bizarre situation as we're getting tons of packages and peoples and drones. And I don't understand exactly what's going on, but I am finding a lot of fun on the town pages.
Yes, I've been enjoying those as well.
Thank you very much, Diana, who shared with me. I guess my sister-in-law's package got delivered to somebody else's house. And he's like, does anybody know Catherine? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. That is my sister-in-law.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, maybe she got your packages.
Little trade.
But our friend Kat shared a photo of an Amazon driver that hurled a fragile thing, like hurled it
Oh my gosh.
on her desk. Like I was absolutely appalled when I saw it. Another one of our friends, he has like 3 different cameras, not just the Ring camera.
Okay.
And it was the Amazon driver that delivered it and then stole the package afterwards.
Wow.
This is all within
That's-
this last week of
That's
weirdness.
locally. That's here on Cape.
Locally here on
So
Cape.
here's the thing. Everyone should just be aware you're on camera. Like even I live in like the sticks of Cape Cod, but the sticks of Cape Cod. And like I just assume I don't have a camera on my house, to be fair, but I do assume that all my neighbors must.
Yeah.
In fact, I know one of my neighbors has a trail cam in our back, like our shared back area.
Yeah.
Like I know he has a trail cam back there. So I'm like, just assume you're on camera absolutely everywhere, even in the woods. Like there's no way. So, but also as a driver who's delivering, they should super be aware that everyone's got a Ring camera.
Don't they have cameras on them also?
I mean, I get emailed like, here's the picture of the package being delivered to you. So they actively have to do that.
And I get it's crazy time and they're getting subcontractors and they're just
That's
trying to get
true.
it all done.
I do hate it when it's just like someone's car pulls in and then they
Well,
drop off
that
the
freaks me
UPS
out.
package. I'm like,
It makes me a little nervous. Or it's like a rented U-Haul and you're like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
But thank you for my package that I had to have. Once again, let's try and shop a little locally. There is a solid week left for you to get out there and support some of our local shops. I know our friends in the Mashpee Commons, we have gotten our Shop Local campaign, and gift cards always fit. You know what?
gift cards are great, especially because right, it's locally money spent, and then it'll be that person has to go out to use that card.
Mhm.
And they usually, I mean, when I have a gift card, it turns
Always
into a
spend
day.
more.
You go out, you spend more than what was on the card, or you go to multiple locations. Like you're like, oh, I'm already in the Commons. I might as well,
Yep.
whatever. And you pop around. So
Yeah.
that's the gift that gives on giving to the business community.
Yeah, it is an absolute win. So give a gift card. It also helps the local business owner because they get that revenue in and then a chance to keep you as a customer later. So
Mhm.
it is a nice thing. Lauren said we need to help it keep each other accountable. Close your tabs, read your emails. Thank you. Have a nice day. Alex, thank you very much for joining us in WKKL's 90.7 Midday Madness. We got a couple of specialty shows that are going to be coming up Christmas Eve. We've got a 90s show that is going to be aired here on Lemonadio.
That'll be fun.
I know, just some different tunes. I always
love it.
I suffer from such boredom when it comes to holiday classics. I love them after I've heard them one time.
Do you know what? So this year we decided we were only going to have classical music playing in our house.
Okay.
Currently. So I keep hearing like these orchestrated versions of classic Christmas carols. And I was like, you know what? This is not something I've heard in a very long time. This works for me.
That's good. I only hear that kind of stuff when Angela gets let out over there. My next door neighbor's dog's named Angela, and she plays weird chamber music over there for her. Apparently that's Angela's favorite. It's whatever. It is what it is. So this is what I get when I'm outside.
Have you been whammed yet?
I haven't been whammed
I haven't
yet.
been whammed.
No.
But which I'm surprised because I'm definitely going into stores and doing things. And
Right.
I haven't been whammed yet.
No. I don't even think I've heard it at the Christmas markets, and it's been going. I'm sure it's been played.
It has to. There's no way that like, the entire world collectively stopped playing it on the radio.
Yeah.
So have you been whammed and when? That's what I want to know. Put it in the, I want to see how much am I winning? Because I'm doing good. It's the 20th. I'm doing great.
We got some crazy crimes to talk about, Miss.
Oh, those are my fave.
Right. So I figured we can address a couple of crazy crimes. One weird news story that is from Massachusetts that I wanted to share.
Lay it on me.
So
What?
let's start about the snake that prompted police response in Massachusetts.
Why? What happened?
Needham, Massachusetts, police responded to a report of trespassing snake inside of a resident's home, but arrived to find the supposed serpentine suspect was a fake placed in the house as a prank.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine being so terrified of a rubber snake that you
But-
call the cops?
Look, it kind of looks real,
That is movie coiled. That's not real.
right?
Oh man. That's someone who's terrified of snakes.
Yep. Turns out the other tenant in the house knew of the female's fear of snakes and planted a fake one inside of the house.
Which is not nice,
It's
but
not
fun.
nice.
It's funny, but it's not nice.
Mm-mm. No,
That's
but
more of an April Fool's thing than a
Yeah.
Christmas. Like, it's not holiday.
I definitely had a good laugh. And also a thief wanted for stealing the baby Jesus from a Colorado nativity scene.
That used to happen in my hometown almost every year.
Leave the baby Jesus alone.
I don't know if they actually, I'd be curious because I haven't been home in a long time for Christmas, but like that used to happen annually in my hometown. And I think they ended up putting like plate glass over the nativity scene so you couldn't do it anymore.
Stop touching them. Leave him alone. Well, it was probably because of this crazy crime story where 2 Texas men arrested after stealing nearly 500 bottles of wine. I think this is the time of year that we're leaving parties after imbibing
500 bottles or $500
500 bottles
That's a lot of wine.
of wine.
How did you, I mean, that's not like in the back of your Jenko jeans. So how did you do 500 bottles?
Nope, the wine theft happened in an HEB store, which I don't know what it is, in
That's
Friendswood.
alcohol.
Oh, okay. They identified who
Alcohol,
they were?
tobacco. What is it? ATB? What?
No, HEB.
Oh,
I don't know what they do in Texas.
I don't know either. Anyway, it's probably like a package store.
I haven't been to Texas, so I'd stay away from that just a little bit.
I've never been to Texas either.
I'm good. And also, Lyft drivers get a call after cops get passengers a little naked on a whim. Can you imagine being a Lyft driver and all of a sudden someone's getting naked in your backseat?
No. Were they trying to change and it went awry, or were they genuinely stripping down?
This happened at at 3 p.m. in Lakeland, Florida. This is definitely a
Florida.
Yep. Mhm. Yes. The ride was cut short though, and the passenger moved from the Lyft vehicle to a squad car. So that's what the Lyft driver.
Oh my God.
It's like, I'm just calling.
You
the
know what?
police.
That's what I would do too. Sorry.
Can you get your naked bum off my seat? Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Again, if someone's trying to change and it just didn't go well, 3 in the afternoon,
Yeah.
not 3 in the morning. I was expecting you. When I heard 3, I was expecting AM to follow that.
No.
That's tragic.
Yep. That's a 3 p.m. in Florida is what that is. Good times.
But you're a Lyft driver in Florida. I'm sorry. What are your expectations?
Oh, all right. Hey, Uncle Danny, where'd you go? You went with the lobster guy. All right, perfect. I hope your lobsters go well. I was nervous. He was calling me from Virginia, and we love spending the holidays with him and his family. And we decided to go north instead of south this year. And he's like, "What about the lobsters?" So he found a good fish person. I'm very glad about that. Needham is where we moved from. They're crazy over there, apparently, Amy. They like to set up poor unsuspecting ladies with their little snakes.
Oh my God.
Our crazy crime. Good times.
No, thank you.
All right. So we didn't get a chance to talk about surviving these holidays. 7 travel tips for a stress-free season. Plan ahead. There are crowds. Well, duh. I love
All right.
these where they're like, we're going to save you from yourself. It's cold.
And it's the most obvious information.
It's cold outside. Bundle up.
Someone wrote this when they were in high school. This is evergreen content. This article gets posted annually.
Right? They just change a couple of things to make it a little bit more current, but it's the same garbage. Pack smart for winter weather. What? Bring a hat and gloves?
Not helpful.
Embrace technology. Travel apps can be
Okay.
a lifesaver. TripIt, Kayak, other itineraries.
Honestly, and like having your tickets on your phone. That's huge.
I know.
Whenever they invented that, thank you. Like, because trying to keep the boarding pass and the this and that like in order and available quickly, and no.
And we've traveled a lot fairly recently, and my husband still gets anxiety when we travel about where's the this? Do we have the this? Do we have the this? I'm like, you're holding
Load it on your phone.
You're standing there holding it. Just hold up your phone. You're fine. You're fine.
Mhm.
Give yourself time to unwind. I do not
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, you need a day or two when you get back before.
Even when we're going somewhere, I'm like, agenda. We're like,
Oh, I would not like traveling with you. No, you have a day when you get there to just do whatever. And then you have a day or two once you get home.
My favorite photos are of us when I made the kids go to Stonehenge after traveling
Okay.
all day. Stonehenge is not like near London.
No,
at
it's
all.
not near anything.
And so we like did all of our travel, did the tube, got in the car, got ourselves out to Stonehenge. And my kids look so miserable
To look at rocks. Like, I mean,
in these photos. And the best part was
Oh my
Consuelo from the high school was like, can I share this on social media? I was like, yes, absolutely. And my son was like,
How
are
dare
you
you?
kidding me? You did me dirty, Mom. It's still one of my favorite photos. Both of them look so miserable. They've traveled for a full 20 hours.
Oh my God. So I was
It's like, we got to get there. But I wanted to get out in the sticks to unwind. So then we spent the next 2 days unwinding in
but
like,
you made so no, you unwind for a day, then you go to Stonehenge.
no, I wanted to get all of that stress out of the way.
Insane. That's insane.
So unhappy. It actually brings me joy to see
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
how
That's just
bad
not
we look.
right.
All of us look terrible in the photos because we hadn't slept in 24 hours. My eyes are like sunken into my head. I'm like, look at this magic.
Honestly, travel photos are never good. It doesn't matter.
No,
even if
they're
you're
not.
even when you're really happy to be there, you're tired. You've been on the go.
Yeah.
If you're me, you're sunburnt. Like it's just never.
Oh, what did Danny say? Joe and I unwound in Air France lounge before the flight. Unfortunately, gummies kicked in too. That had to have made the whole travel experience more fun. I'm not going to name names, but be careful and time your dosing, people. I had a girlfriend of mine that thought, I'm on vacation. I'm going to take this gummy and I'm going to be fine. Well, it did not affect her in the fashion in which she thought it was going to be. She ended up being a puddle. She got dropped. She couldn't carry her luggage. She literally turned into a noodle.
Oh no. No.
She was a complaining noodle.
One glass of wine. That's all you need. No. Oh no.
And I still laugh. So yes, please drudge up these fun, silly holiday travel stories and remind yourself of why it's not great to take that many edibles before you go somewhere. Because if you're going to be a travel noodle.
Oh man. Yeah, that's too bad.
Or the one time my sister took one too many Xanax on the flight back from Australia. They had to call the paramedics because she wasn't getting up.
You need one. Why is there a multitude ever? No, one thing.
The things we do to ourselves, and I've got to get Cam on here. He's one of our friendly flyers. He works for Delta, and he always has just the funniest travel stories. I'm like the funniest. Like one time where someone tried to take their German Shepherd as a carry-on. Like I can't, I cannot even make up the stories that he has for us.
I one time messed up in an airport because I had the boarding pass paper in my pocket, and they said like empty your pockets, and I kept the boarding pass in my pocket. And so I go through the thing, and you have something in your pocket, ma'am. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then the TSA agent was like, you have to come this way. And I was like, okay. And I was tired, and like I knew I hadn't done anything crazy, so I was like, whatever. And then he's like, well, you need to have a talk with Homeland Security. And I was like, really? That's what I did. I just looked at the guy and I was like, really? Because again, like I know I'm not the person who would travel with edibles. I know I don't have anything on me. And I was just like, really? And the guy cracks up. He goes, you handled that much better than most people. So he was messing with me.
You're like, I'm not guilty. That's why.
And then he's like, you have something in your pocket. And I was like, no, oops. And I like pull out my boarding pass, and he was like, I'm going to need you to put that in the bucket and go back through the thing. And I was like, sorry.
Really? That
my
caused
bad.
the problem?
It did, because there was supposed to be nothing in my pocket. It was my boarding pass.
All right, TSA.
And then I put the boarding pass in the thing, and it goes through, right? And then I get to the other side of that, and he's like, you shouldn't have left it loose. It's like, sir, you just told me to take it out of my pocket.
Why
like
are you messing with me?
I can't win. I was like, okay, noted. And then I got on the plane.
Like it's already the most stressful thing ever. Like get undressed, get redressed. We got our known traveler numbers now, so that supposedly we're going to go through faster, but it doesn't seem to be any faster. I can keep my shoes and belt on now, so that's like the only good thing. I'm like so glad I paid $100 so I can keep my shoes on when I travel 3 times a year. So stupid. What's up, Patricia? Thanks for joining us on the show. Hey, Kelly, Candy, good morning to you. We've got a lot of great people bopping in. Joe, 50 tabs open on my phone, 6 on my laptop. Hey, Mari, thank you for joining us. We are ever so close to the holiday season. We've got our party tonight. So if you're looking like you want to have a good time with us, please come on down. We're raising some money for Lemonade. We've got some big projects we're tackling next year. And I'm so excited. We got one of our grants. I know. I was really pumped to have that come in. So we'll be able to buy some new infrastructure, some new tents and stuff. And I'm holding out hopes for another bigger one. But it's like just really nice when other people are like the rubric after when you've written your grant. And there were 170 people that read my grant application. And this is like the first time I've ever submitted it on my own with my stuff. I know it was one of those things. And they're like, we like everything is going towards our mission and we're really excited for you. And then there's like a bucket of more money for this because we really believe in your mission. And it's really nice to like do something that I feel is meaningful. But then also when someone else says, we all think it's meaningful as well. And I'm like, okay, good. We're on the right track. We're doing good things.
You're making a difference.
Well, that's it. Little stuff incrementally, right? Small changes over time. And that's all we're trying to do here is just connect our community to a better place and open up dialogues and have a conversation. You know, I am wearing the executive director of the Mashpee Commons and the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce hat and saying, you know, we really support businesses and it's all the businesses, not just the ones that have storefronts.
Yeah.
We have so many of our friends through E4All, through Weekend, through Amplify, through Score, through so many organizations that have been fostering you to start your business, start whatever idea that you've got to flourish into making our community better. And it's like there's this weird disconnect from going from there to you got to have a storefront and have all of this stuff. So we're like trying to make it better for that in between times of growth too. We're working on it.
I love it. I love that you're doing that for the whole. It's not just great for the business. I mean, it is. It's great for the business community, but ultimately that's going to just be good for the whole community.
Yeah.
Just having more successful businesses in place is good for the economy, is good for the local businesses.
Yeah. And we're working on food too and connecting us to our food source in which we've gotten away from where is our food from? Where did this come from? People aren't asking those questions anymore. And yeah, now I'm getting weird and trying things like Onions to feel better. So be it. So be it.
As long as it's actual food.
Well, that's it. Do you even know anymore? I yelled at my husband. I said, stop buying this garlic. Do you know it's from China? And he said, no, I didn't know that. If your garlic doesn't have roots, it's not from this country.
Mm-hmm. I'm a nerd. We grow our own garlic.
Same. I was so excited when I got it in September. I was like, I got to get the garlic in. And my husband's like, why are you freaking out? I was like, because it's a whole year process and I want the scapes in the spring.
Oh, yes. We make a pesto with the scapes.
Ooh.
It's so good.
We need to exchange some of these recipes.
Mm-hmm. You need to, yep.
Now we're sounding like Delicious Dish.
Oh my God.
Which is just like regurgitated content, as we just said, recycled.
Recycle it. It's fine.
That was brought back for Thanksgiving. And they covered that during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
So good.
Right?
Again, if it makes other people smile because they remember it, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
You don't need new content.
Thank you. Also, how do people find you and get a hold of you? I know that you offer your services, consultations. You're always volunteering for different places. You pop up at a lot of chamber meetings and business connects. I was like, there's no one that does more social events than you, I swear.
That's probably not true, but thank you. I'll take that.
I love the fact that you're always available to like check in with, you know, how are you doing? Where are you? I feel like you're so organized.
Well, because I don't have 400 some odd tabs open. So right. Images by Saraphina is online. I know it's a weird name, but it's Saraphina, PH for photography, PH for graphic design. Saraphina has a PH in it. So you can find me there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm actually most active on LinkedIn. But my name is Saraphina Churchill. That's on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So you can find me in all those spaces. I'm actually gonna pick on Cindy right now.
Okay, it's okay.
Cindy messaged me and she was like, "I don't have your phone," and I'm like, "It's on my business card, which I know you have. It is on my website. If you need me, you can find me."
Yeah,
Cindy.
Lazy. You lazy Cindy.
So yeah, all my contact information's online. You can find me anywhere.
So many projects rolling out for 2025. What do you suggest for someone that really wants to just shake up something going on in their business and they're like, new year, new me, new business stuff?
So if there's if there's a new business, like a service, if you're a service-based business, if there's any sort of service you can change, add, repackage, that's a fun thing to sort of roll out in January. Like for instance, you were talking about the consultations that I do. I'm developing basically a class, because I give free consults, which is fine, and I'll still do that. But ultimately, the free consult turns into, do you or don't you need to hire me? But there's a lot of people who are in the bucket of like, I don't need to hire you, but I need a little more information. And I'm not a teacher typically, although I used to be. What you might not know,
Little fact.
First career was teacher. So I've figured out some sort of like the super basics of design for small business marketing, and I'm putting together a thing, and so that I'm going to be dropping that next year, and so people can just buy that, and then they have the consult with me afterwards, so they can ask the direct question.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of workshops. If I can take one little skill and it's like that bite-sized chunk, right?
Yes, and it's way cheaper than hiring me to do the thing. Like I'm basically just showing you, like, here's the stuff you need to be aware of. This will help you move it forward, and you can have someone on your staff do it, like that kind of thing. So
yeah,
so that's something I'm going to be dropping this year. So if you have something like that, a new thing you could do, or even if it's the same thing you've always doing, honestly, if you can just figure out a new way to say it. Sometimes just changing the verbiage will completely make someone go, oh, I do need that now that you've said it in a different way. So that can be fun. Just switch up how you market it.
I feel I stress out this time of year because we've got a lot of moving parts to our businesses, and we have several businesses that we run. And it's like, do I need to update my pricing? Do I need to change all of this? All of the websites need to be updated. All of the forms on my CRM need to be updated. All of this needs to be updated. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's what New Year's Day is for.
Time to make, yeah, right?
I do. I go through and I double check everything on like New Year's Day or maybe January 2nd. And I'm just like, okay, no, but
so maybe that's a good thing to set an appointment, whatever it is that week when you've got a lull in your week.
Yes. Yeah. Block a day of like admin stuff. Just you're handling stuff for the business.
Yeah.
Just block it off. You're closed and get stuff done.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that with myself. I know a lot of people are embarking on the dry January. I am not, because Uva Wine Bar is opening up in the Mashpee Commons, and they are going to be, I've
been looking forward to this.
This is probably going to be my most favorite ever ribbon cutting, because I've been told that attendees of said ribbon cutting are going to have a glass of Prosecco and a charcuterie board. So I'm like, well, this is probably, and no offense to any of the other ribbon cuttings. I mean, I've been doing some fun ones lately, including Triple M. However, this one just sung to my heart. I was like, wait a minute. Yes. What day is that going to be? We haven't picked the exact day, but it's going to be a Monday in January. Details to come. Prosecco and charcuterie.
You let me know about that.
I absolutely will, because it's going to be the best ribbon cutting you're not going to want to miss. What's up, Kim? Thanks for joining us. Saraphina and I, thank you so much. I know it gets crazy in the hustle and bustle, so please take a moment, even in your little business and yourself, to just take a breath.
It's going to be okay.
Just unwind.
You said hustle and bustle, and it made me think of a really silly Christmas commercial. Have you seen the one with John Travolta dressed up as Santa Claus?
No.
But revising his role from Saturday Night Fever.
I don't think I have.
So this one, it came out last year. So again, it's being recycled because I saw it again recently. So this is Capital One, and they're reusing it. So it's an evergreen thing. So it's John Travolta, the Tony from Saturday Night Fever.
Okay.
But he's Santa. So he's got like it's like a 70s leisure suit, Santa suit. It's like the wide collar, the bell bottoms, and he's like jive walking through New York City. He stops and he uses his Capital One to buy a disco ball Christmas ornament.
I'm down.
Then he goes to a bar and he orders a glass of milk. And then he does the hustle on like the light up dance floor, just like from the movie. And it's like, what's in your wallet? And it's Santa Claus. And first of all, it's just hilarious. But second of all, man, I want to know how that negotiation went.
Also, now I want to do the hustle tonight. Come and do the hustle with us tonight.
And I'm assuming that was the leap. Someone in that marketing meeting was just like, hustle and bustle, hustle, do the hustle. John Travolta, like that was clearly the free consciousness line of thinking. But then they had to go to John Travolta and be like, we need you to do this. I want to know what that negotiation looked like.
I'm in for it
How
too.
do you convince John Travolta to do that? And now they're using that commercial. I bet you that'll be on every year for a while.
I love that your brain went there because that is how we write our trivia every single Monday. This is what it is when like 5 of us get together and we sit there and start writing it. One of our trivia attendees last night at the yacht club was like, how do you come up with this? And I was like, listen, it was silver, then it was gold, and then silver and gold, and it was Burl Ives, and then it was Burl Ives, and we're doing Crazy Christmas. And this is just how we came up with the themes this week.
It's just
and
you,
this is
you spin out and you write notes. It's all.
welcome to my crazy brain. Thanks for attending our trivia. We are shaking it up in the new year, and we've got some new venues that we are adding, some different content and some different programming. We've got some really awesome new hosts that are coming online, new podcasts that are coming online. Luke and Katie Brown have joined us, so we've got some fun new faces for you to meet. And
Nice.
I'm always, if you're a business out there that wants to get spreading some of your gift cards, some of your information, some of your things, please reach out to us here at Lemonadio. We'll use you as a prize and we'll highlight your business in all of the businesses that we go to. It's a really good way to just spread your messaging through grassroots. And that's what we do, grassroots promotions with Lemonadio. So we appreciate all of the businesses that worked with us in 2024. If you want to work with us in 2025, we've got slots and we've got people. We actually have 7 to 10 part-timers right now.
Nice.
Which is incredible. And I just love being able to give people a little bit of an extra income, but also have fun at their job.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, every single kind of human being works for us. And I love that.
She's hilarious. Why wouldn't you want to work with her?
I appreciate that. Thank you. Once again, how do people get a hold of you and your business?
imagesbysaraphina.com. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. She tagged me so you can find me. And happy holidays and happy new year.
Yeah, for sure. Ugly sweater party tonight, knockabout 7 p.m. We will see you there. If you're a staff member, get there early because we're going to have some fun. Thanks. Have a good one. Miss Emily, I will see you later. We got a lot to talk about and planning for you. More to come on that. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays. I had to do it. I can't.